In this video, I will show you how to automatically find outliers video on YouTube in your niche based on keywords. The idea of this workflow is that every week you retrieve keywords you want to track. So you have to set this up. Then thanks to Apify, you scrap video from YouTube search related to these keywords and filtered by relevance. Then thanks to Apify, you scrap video from YouTube search related to these keywords. Then you wait until this data set is completed. You retrieve data from this data set, and for each video, you clean and summarize the script to retrieve information from it, and you upload everything. So title, thumbnail, comments count, subs count, view count, the script, etc. You upload this in an Airtable database. So you have all the information you need to retrieve an outlier video. So let's run this workflow to see what we have as an output. Let's review what we have in the database. So as you can see, this is an Airtable database with some parameters. You have the link of the video, the title, the channel name, the thumbnail, the view count, sub count, comment count, the duration, the structure, and VSC ratio. This is view sub comments ratio. That is a formula that will help you to identify outliers video. So I will show you how this is working. You have view count divided by sub count multiplied by a coefficient. So here it's 0.7. So this is a high coefficient. And you have the comment count divided by the view count. So this is mostly like the engagement rate. And this is multiplied by a coefficient of 0.3. So you can change this formula. This is just one that I've created. And as you can see on the right side, the best score you have, the most an outlier is your video. This one have the highest score. So 40,000 views for 250,000 sub count and 97 comments. Compared to other video we scrapped, I think this is a pretty relevant score, but you can still tweak the formula. And as you can see, we have only 6 videos that are scrapped. This is because I've put a limit in the workflow, and this is just for test. But I think with this scrapper in Apify, you can go until, I think it's 1,000 videos per month until it's paid. So you can scrap a lot more videos and have a real database that is created over time. So let's go back to the workflow and see how this is working. So for the trigger, this is a scheduled trigger, because you don't want to scrap this manually each day, week, month, etc. You want this to be run automatically. I selected every week, because you will see later in the video that we'll scrap the video from the past week. So every week you're scrapping the video from the past week. Then the second step is where you will set up some keywords. So you can have as many as you want. You just have to pay attention that if you increase the number of keywords, you will have to do some modification in this node that we'll see later. But you can change them as much as you wish and add as much as you wish also. So for the example, let's say my niche is healthy food, protein food, etc. So the first keyword is healthy food, the second one is meal prep healthy, and the third one is high protein snack. So these are keywords that will enter in the YouTube search bar and see what video will pop filtered by relevance and from the last week. So after this, this is where we will create the video dataset with the Apify scrapper. So let's go on Apify. I will show you which one it is. It's named YouTube Scrapper, streamer slash YouTube Scrapper. You will go here on manual, enter the keyword you want here. You can set up the maximum video per search term. And this is what I was talking about in the limit. So here for each keyword, you will scrap 10 videos. So you will have 30 videos that will be scrapped. You can add some direct URL to video or channel. Here in scrapping subtitles, you have to enable download subtitles because we will use them later, and subtitle in English. You can add some filters. So these are mandatory if you want to use the workflow as I use it. So the sorting order is relevance, and the date filter is this week. So you can scrap every week the video of the past week. And for the length filter, you can select the one you prefer. I selected the most common one, so 4 to 20 minutes. You can have some date range, but this is only if you're scrapping by channel URL. Here we're scrapping by keywords, so you don't use this. and you have some run option here that we're not using. Once you have set this up, you can just go here in JSON. So this was the manual format. So you just type text, and you have the JSON one that we'll use in the HTTP request just after this. You can copy this and we'll paste it later. So we go back on n8n, and the next node was an HTTP request. As I said, with this node, we want to create a video dataset that we'll retrieve later. So this is a post method, and the URL is this one. You can find it here if you go on Apify, you go on API endpoint, and you want to select this one, run actor. So this is a post request, as we said. You copy this link, you go back on n8n, and you paste the URL here with your Apify token at the end. But normally, if you copy it from here, when you're connected to your account, it will automatically have your token at the end. So there is no authentication. You send a header using the field below, content type, application.json. And this is where we'll send the body. So the body content type is JSON using JSON, and this is where you will paste here. Let me go back here, this element. What you can do to make it easier for later is, instead of keeping the keyword here, you just remove them in search queries, and you add the variable keyword 1, 2, 3. So after this, you just have to come back here if you want to change the keyword. So it will automatically change your keyword in your body here. So we can go back here and talk about the next step. So these next three nodes are here to check if the data set is completed. Because if you directly try to retrieve data from the dataset in Apify that you just created, it will not be ready. The trick here is that we'll check if the dataset is ready. If the dataset is not ready, you will wait 5 seconds, for example, and try again. And it will do a loop until the dataset is ready. So let's open this. Here we use a get request. So let me show you where you find this also. We retrieve, yes, this is here. You get the last run. So you copy again this link. This is a get method. We can go back here, get method, the same link with the Apify token at the end, no authentication and nothing needed. And this is where on the right side, you can see status. This is what we're trying to retrieve to check if it succeeded or no. So as you can see, this has succeeded because I've already run the workflow. But as you can see here, if you're looking on the first one, it's running. The second one is running. The third one is also running. And finally, the last one is succeeded. So this is where we moved on to the next step. Let's see the if node. So if the JSON data status is equal to succeeded, so this is here, you can go to the next step. If it's not, you wait here. So I've put it 5 seconds, but you can increase it to 10 seconds or more if you have a large data set. So let's go to the next node. Here we're trying to retrieve data from the dataset. So once this is finished, and this is the next request, get last run dataset items. So again, you copy the link. This is a get method. Sorry, here. Get method, you copy the link with your token at the end. No authentication needed because we only retrieve data. And as you can see, we have 3 items on the right side. So these are 3 videos. Yeah, I forgot to say that in this node. So when we created the dataset, I've put the limit of here max result 1 because we have 3 keywords. So I just wanted to return 1 video per keyword. So that's why we have only 3 videos. And as you can see, we have title, thumbnail, URL, view count, likes, dates, etc., comment count, text, some description links with URL and text, and the subtitles that we retrieved in the Apify scrapper. After this, we will do a loop on each video and clean everything and summarize everything so we can log every information in the Airtable database. So you just add a loop over item with a batch size of 1 because you want to have in each loop only one video that is treated. After this, we have a code node. So this is where we will clean it was the subtitles, so the script here. So as you can see, we run once for all item because we're only taking one video per loop. So we run every information once. The language is JavaScript. So you create a variable name input, and this is the subtitle here. You create another one that is clean. So this is the clean version of the input. And you replace, so this is regex code to clean text. So I remove, I think, some arrows, some \n to go back to line, and I think that's it. Maybe some other thing. And we trim it at the end, and we return the clean text finally. So as you can see on the right side, we have a clearer text. So there is no arrows, timers, and \n. I think we have some later. Yes, as you can see, we have some timers that are still here. I think it's because the n8n thing. But this is okay. We'll just pass it in an LLM after this. It will remove this automatically. After this, we have so classic LLM node to summarize this text. So as you can see, the source prompt is defined below. We add the clean text as the text we want to clean. And yes, you can disable the require specific output format. And the message is pretty basic. You just are a summarization assistant. So you have a transcript of a video YouTube in input, and you want to add an intro at the beginning and the structure of the script. You can obviously change this. This is just for test. But as you can see on the right side, you have an introduction and some steps in the video. After this, this is where we'll add the information to Airtable. So we have multiple fields to fill. So you create the same Airtable database with the same parameters here. And by the way, this is a simple create a field in Airtable. You select your base, your table, and this is where you will go in the loop over item node, and you will add every element to the list. The only trick here is the thumbnail, because Airtable doesn't take directly a URL of thumbnail. And as you can see, we have the thumbnail URL here. So you have, it's a bit weird, but you have to create a list where in the list you have only one element that is called URL, and you add after this your URL link. So this is how you make Airtable working with link for attachments. And at the end, for structure, you just add the text from text synthesis here. I would recommend you to not put too much input in the create video dataset, because sometimes you will have some errors that will pop. So in my opinion, do a maximum of 20 to 30 video per execution. So if you're doing this each day, you would have to change here trigger interval days, and change here in the date filter day instead of week. And you can increase the number of video you're scrapping each day. So the more you increase the interval of scrapping, the less you will have the video in your database, if you want this to work properly. And at the end, you do nothing. You can find the JSON for this workflow for free in description, and you just have to download it, come here and import from file. You will find also this form link in description if you want me to help you to fix or build your workflows. Let me know in the comment if you have any question regarding this. Thank you for watching.